I'm feeling myself, feeling myself, feeling mine.
Sesame ganja. Now slow down and go in diet. DJ any money to online.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Silverline's Beauty Playbook. Today's video is going to be an interesting one. The topic of today's video is going to be why most people struggle during their hair journey process. Why have I not been successful during my relaxed hair journey? This video was inspired by viewers like you. A lot of people hit me up concerning issues that they have with their hair journey, and I found that a lot of times the issue is not just the surface. There's deeper things that are occurring in their hair journeys that they're not really realizing, and I wanted to talk about that today. Before I get into the video, let's talk about my look today. Okay, all right, because I'm feeling it. Yes, my lips are by Lime Crime. You guys already know that I have pretty much all of their colors because I just love the variety of colors they have. This is not sponsored by anybody. Okay, so this is a mixture of two colors. Red Velvet, Cupid. I kind of mixed the two of them until I got to like a color that suits my tone. A lot of people don't realize that sometimes every color is not for you, but when you mix it up, you get exactly what you want. Hair is by me, relaxed hair. I just basically put my hair in a little ponytail up here and drape that honey all the way down. Freshly washed hair. I washed in overnight condition last night, and that's what my look is. This is basically air dried, no blow drying. This is what my hair air dries to look like every single time, and I absolutely love it. All right, so let's get into the video. Why are you not retaining that length that you want? Why is it not working out? You've been on this journey for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and you're fed up, and you're not sure that maybe relaxed hair is for you. Black hair has gone through a lot. There's so many things that people tell us about our hair, and most of the time they tell you a lot of things that black hair can't do, and not what black hair can do. The first thing I want to talk about is confidence. Confidence in your hair journey. It's really important for you to know exactly why you are in a hair journey. Are you doing it because it's a trend? Are you doing it because your sister did it? Because your best friend did it? You're thinking, well, they're successful, so maybe this is the only way that I can have long hair. You have to really focus on why it is you're in a hair journey and then build confidence in it. I want healthy, relaxed hair. That should be usually the reasons why you should start a relaxed hair journey. You have to be confident in the kind of results you're going to get. You have to almost commit yourself into this new process. I was confident that mine would work, my journey would work, because there were a lot of videos that I'd watched right before my hair journey process, and a lot of the things that the girls were talking about I hadn't done ever. You know, I'd never had a regimen, I'd never had a routine, I didn't have a schedule for my hair, and I thought, well, you know what, this just might work. I'm gonna take my time and do it right and be fully 100% committed to this whole new process and see what happens. So number one, be confident and be fully committed to the journey. Know exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it, and anticipate the results you're going to get. Another thing that I hear a lot is a lot of people fail to learn their hair. This goes back to listening to your hair, understanding what your hair is going through, and tackling the problems head on. People just watch videos and follow exactly what your videos are showing you, and you're not realizing that you're not learning what your hair really wants. I find that people will say, Silverline, I did exactly what you said. I did exactly how you said to do it. I followed all the steps and it didn't work. Well, it's possible that the reason why some of these things didn't work was because your hair is a little bit different than mine. We're both on the same journey. It's a relaxed hair journey, but there's some things that differ between one person to the other person. Take the time to learn your hair. If your hair is breaking a little more in the month of January, you know that, you know what, even though Silverline says to do this, or this blogger says to do that, you know that in January your hair has certain issues that doesn't relate to the person in which you're following. Know when it's breaking more. Know the kind of hairstyles that your hair likes, hairstyles your hair doesn't like. Understand the products that your hair is more, in connection with, and not just learning somebody else's hair journey and then thinking that it's going to work for you. Another key factor that I found super important is surrounding yourself with people that support your particular hair journey. Okay, when I started my hair journey, one of the biggest things that I wanted to achieve was healthy, long, relaxed hair. And when I introduced this topic to a lot of people, they were just like, "Girl, you need to go natural." Mind you, I'm talking to people who have gone natural. They might be natural and successful in their natural hair journey, and they might be natural and not successful in their natural hair journey. A lot of people feel like the only way to solve your relaxed hair problems is if you go natural. And that wasn't what I was looking for. I wanted to keep my relaxed hair. I just wanted to find a better way to take care of this relaxed hair on my head. So it's very important that you surround yourself with people that understand exactly what you mean and what you're trying to do. Not people that are going to kind of influence or sway you away from what you want to do, and then you find that now you're now natural and unhappy, because that's possible. Particularly for me, what I try not to do is try not to be in a group of natural hair girls. No offense. I try not to be in a group of natural hair girls and bring about a problem that I'm dealing with my relaxed hair, because most likely they're gonna say, "Girl, you need to just skip that relaxer, come to the natural world and see how good it is." Same thing, vice versa. If a natural hair girl was in the midst of a whole bunch of relaxed hair girls and, decides to say, "Hey, oh God, girl, I'm so sorry I'm late. Okay, girl, this natural hair is just so much for me." As soon as you put that energy into the space, most likely a relaxed hair girl will be like, "Girl, I don't have time for that natural, girl. You need to come to the creamy crack and get it popping." Anytime you open your doors to people who are not supportive of your hair journey, you're going to get the kind of response that sways you away from your hair journey and reduces your confidence. Now you think that there's no way your hair is going to grow if you don't go natural. And you don't need that if you're trying to be successful with your relaxed hair journey. Another thing is fighting for your hair. Oh my God, girl. This is a big one. It don't matter how healthy your hair looks, how beautiful it looks, how long your relaxed hair is, you will still have to fight to defend your hair. You have to be like Defender, Wakanda up in here for your hair journey. I realized that people are okay with you having healthy, long, beautiful hair as long as it's natural. When people find out that you're relaxed, all of a sudden your hair just went from being beautiful, relaxed, to just being damaged and creamy crack city. Like what? Why? The other day I was hanging out with a friend, and my friend, out of like a distance, I mean like a clear-cut distance across the room, says, "Girl, you got split ends." Me? Split ends? I was like, there's no way I have split ends. And I knew that I didn't have split ends because, one, my hair in this hair journey process, I have actually a reduced amount of split ends. And then two, I had just gotten a trim. So now I'm looking at my ends and I'm wondering, where is the split ends? Can you see my split ends from over there? Like, which particular strand had the split end? Well, it looks like you have split ends because your ends are looking a little rough. You know what, Silverline? Let it go. If people don't see a silky, smooth, straight, cut, even, sharp cuts, they don't realize that your hair can actually be healthy without it looking a certain way. Like, there's this mindset about what healthy hair looks like. And if you don't fit in that mold, your hair is damaged or you got split ends. Your ends looking rough does not mean you have split ends. An end that is split usually looks like a Y, all right? The first thing that I had to do was defend my hair. And I told him straight up, "Hey, look, I don't have split ends. I just had a trim. I'm sorry, boo-boo. I don't know what you see." Don't allow people to come into your hair journey space and break it down into a split end or damaged hair. Don't let a stylist tell you that your hair is damaged if you know that it's not damaged, because many times, to be honest, when I went to hairstylists, that's exactly what they told me. Don't let people come into your space and switch it up to where you don't even now know your hair anymore, and this is the hair that you've been training for the last 3 and 4 years. It's okay if you go back to your space later on when they're not there and look at it and make sure that they didn't see something that you had missed. I'm like, let me check this thing out real quick. What we got going on up in here? Okay, no split ends. I was right. Okay. Recognizing when there is trouble with your hair. All right, when something is going wrong. For example, what was it, 2 years ago, I tried out that Cream of Nature product, not because my relaxer wasn't doing me the best, but I wanted to try something else new. I tried it out and I realized that something was wrong with my hair after the 2 times that I'd used it. Once my hair was breaking and just not being what I knew her to be, I decided, you know what? It's possible that the issues that I'm having is coming from something new that I might have introduced into my line, which was the Cream of Nature relaxer. You don't want to introduce something to your lineup of products, and then when things start going wrong, you're now trying to fix the things that are going wrong instead of eliminating what's new in your process. If you try something new and it's not working, let it go. If there's something you were already using and you were fine and everything was okay, you were getting, good, healthy results, go back to that thing. I went back to my Motions relaxer because it was important that I maintain health and length, and there was no need for me to force myself to conform to this new product just because it's a new product on the line. And this goes back to listening to your hair. If you know what your hair is supposed to be like and you're confident in what your hair is like, now you know the voice that your hair has. You make changes and you keep it pushing. Opening your mind to new hair journey process. Breaking away from the myth. There's so much myth about black hair. We're not supposed to wash as often. Braids and weaves are protective styles. The way your hair is gonna grow is if you use a protective style. That's all myths because they are no longer true. I've talked to people when I say, co-washing is really good. And they say, are you sure your hair is clean with co-washing? It is clean. I've been doing it since the beginning of my hair journey and I haven't had any problems. So be open to the new ideas because, to be honest, a lot of the old ideas were influenced by the master who didn't think that we deserved good hair. Influenced by the old techniques that stylists had learned back in the days and are no longer relevant to our hair journeys now. A lot of things that I do, I'm sure stylists would look at me like, girl, that's not how you do it. But my hair is growing. It's growing. It's healthy, it feels better, it looks better. Break away from the myth associated with black hair. Break away from the products that are always associated with what our hair was supposed to be like. A lot of the products that I use today are not products that I grew up with. To be honest, I never thought I would use those same products. It's part of the myth that we shouldn't do. And now you're coming to understand that we can do. Break away from the myth and embrace the newness of black hair. Another thing that I've noticed, people following hair trends or bloggers to a T, that can be very detrimental to the success of your hair journey, for real. For example, what was this, I can't remember, years ago, Naturals. She had a video out and her video was talking about how she realized that coconut oil was no longer good for her hair. She found out that her hair was either her hair was allergic to coconut oil. And as soon as people got whiff that Naturals was no longer using coconut oil, everybody else followed suit. I feel the same way with coconut oil. It's not good for my hair. I don't use it. Coconut oil could be the key to growing your hair out. And now you're done. Because somebody else discovered that they had an allergic reaction to coconut oil. Now you have an allergic reaction to coconut oil. A lot of bloggers share their stories, their hair journeys, and their process with you guys, not because they believe that it's going to be the cure to your hair problems. They share their journeys with you because there's a possibility there's something in somebody else's journey can help your journey become successful. I've heard many times when I tell people I air dry all the time and people say air drying doesn't work for me. That's okay. That's part of learning your hair and understanding the process. My journey and your journey, even though they're relaxed hair journeys, are not the same journeys just because we live in different environments. We have different obligations in life. Our hair is different. Our genes are different. All of that is different. Generally, there are some things that will be similar, okay? But everybody varies. Don't follow a blogger to the T, because you're going to miss out on some really good products and you're going to be frustrated when your hair doesn't turn out like their hair. Another thing that I've noticed with a lot of people when they hit me up is that they don't necessarily feel comfortable and beautiful in their own hair, and that is all part of a mindset, to be honest. I remember when I started my hair journey, I felt really ugly with my own hair because I was so used to wearing a weave and braids and having it flip and flow this way. Like all of those things I attached to feeling beautiful, and I had to switch that mindset up in order to really be committed to my relaxed hair journey process. You have to find beauty in your new hair. You have to understand why you're doing this, what you're doing it for, and what results are going to come out of it. You know, when I tell people reduce the amount of heat, and then the girl was like, there was a girl that said, if I air dry and I don't use heat in the middle of the week, what am I supposed to do with my hair? Wear it air dried. I wear my hair air dried all the time. This is what my air dried hair looks like. What does yours look like? Have you found beauty in what it looks like? Some people don't know how to style their hair without laying the mess out of their edges. Indulge in the fact that your hair is healthy. It's all yours 100%, and you're doing something great for you. If your new hair likes to stick up on the top, maybe you might need to wear a hairstyle like this so y'all can stick up on the top together. There's nothing wrong with that. Feel comfortable. I know it's hard. I know it's not something that is second nature to you to love yourself. Love yourself, love your journey, and find beauty in this new path that you've taken. Well, this is not to bash anyone, to be honest. It's just something that I felt like I had to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.